Today's lesson is on scale diagrams. We are going to take a look at this first little thing here that asks us to construct a scale drawing that models an airplane flying north 20 degrees east at 160 kilometers an hour for 2.5 hours. What factors must we keep in mind? So what factors must we keep in mind? So okay, so basically nothing too complicated here, but what I am going to give you guys is I'm going to give you two things. I'm going to give you a protractor and I'm going to give you a ruler because you'll need both of these things for this. So you need a protractor and a ruler. Okay. So if the plane travels 160 kilometers for 2.5 hours, we have to find out how far it travels in that time. So to figure that out, all we have to do is multiply. We have to multiply 160 by 2.5, and that's going to give us 400 kilometers. Okay, so that's fine. And then we have to, just to pick a scale that works. Okay, we have to pick a scale that works. So basically, here's the thing. If we made the scale 1 centimeter is a kilometer, then we'd have to draw a 400 centimeter line segment. That's not going to work. We have to pick a scale that's going to work. So let's think of a scale that'll work for this thing. Probably have up to about 8 centimeters at that angle, maybe a little less, maybe even 5 centimeters. So if we only have about 5 centimeters to play with, if we divide 400 by 5, we get 80. So to me, that makes sense that might be the scale. 1 centimeter equals 80 kilometers. So if it's 1 centimeter equals 80 kilometers, then we should be able to draw this reasonably because it'd only be a 5 centimeter drawing. 5 times 80 is 400. Okay. The protractor comes into play because what we have to do is we have to use the protractor and use the protractor, plump it down here. We're going north 20 degrees east. So north is right here, up here, and go 20 degrees east of that. So what we want to do is we want to go to right here, and we want to put a little tick here. And I see where my tick is. I know where I'm going. Okay, I know where I'm going. So put a tick at 110 degrees, and then remove the protractor. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a 5 centimeter line that goes through that point. So I'm going to have to bring down a ruler here as well. And my ruler is not to scale, so don't think I've got a ruler that's to scale up here. I don't, but it is a ruler. And so when you have your ruler, you want to basically draw a 5 centimeter line starting at the origin going in that direction. So I know how this works. There we go. And there we go. So here's my line that goes exactly 5 centimeters. Because you're using a ruler. No, you have to just go to 5 centimeters. Okay? You just go to 5 centimeters. You have to stop it at exactly 5 centimeters because that fits the scale. Because 5 times 80 is 400. Okay? Okay? Any questions about that? So we have to use the protractor, mark the angle, and then we draw the angle, the appropriate length based on our scale. Okay? Make sense? Okay, good enough. All right? So let's take a look at this. Does this look okay? I don't know. Let's see what this is. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, here's the thing. We're going to draw this out on a blank piece of paper, and I'll get you that in a minute. But let's just look at the situation here, okay? Maxine is moving into a new apartment. Before moving day, she wants to decide where to place her furniture in her new living room. When she visited the apartment, she drew this rough sketch of the room's layout and recorded some measurements. So this picture that she drew is not to scale, but it does have the lengths and the widths and all that kind of stuff, right? This is 10 feet, this is 5 feet, this is 8 feet, this is 9 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, and 4 feet. Okay? She's also measured her large furniture, and I'm assuming these pieces of furniture are all rectangular in shape. Okay? So a couch is 40 inches by 90 inches. The love seat and the wall unit. The interesting thing about those measurements are in inches, where these are in feet. How many inches are in a feet or a foot? 12. So that's a consideration that you have to make when you're working with those measurements down below. You want to convert those into feet so you have an idea of how to prop them in these places here. Okay? So the $1,000,000 question when it comes to this is, how can you use a scale diagram of this room on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper to determine where to place these pieces of furniture? So that's what I think I want to do with you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a piece of white paper, blank paper, and I want you to make a scale, and I want you to draw that picture to scale and then plunk those things in a reasonable spot so that there's room for them in the room. Okay? So actually the only yeah, that's what we're going to do.